It is the Nintendo Powercast, episode 327. I'm your host, N64 Josh. Player 2, Nightcrawler. What's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going? Crawler coming at you. Bringing the hype because we're excited.
Excited.
We're excited. You're gonna get 2 episodes back to back this week.
1 week.
They've already had 2 episodes.
See how wrong we are. that's what this episode is.
Unless we fall asleep tomorrow night.
Oh. Player 3, Johnny Bo. What's going on?
What's up? I am hype as well. It's been so long. Well, it's been like 3 months, but I'm hype.
Yeah.
Since the last
was E3 the last one? It was, wasn't it?
Yep. Well, I think we did
like an indie showcase.
We did an indie showcase.
Yeah. But I feel like there hasn't been any indies that have really like hit, like Golf Story did, or
where's Sports Story? Are we going to hear about that tomorrow? Like, there's all sorts of stuff that we're gonna
I hope not. And I don't mean that in any kind of bad way whatsoever, but let the indies rest on the indie showcase and
true.
Like, give us
I'll give you one exception. Can you guess? Can you guess?
Team Cherry.
There we go. I would be super hyped if that was can you imagine if that was a shadow drop?
Shadow drop? Oof.
We're
already getting into some unrealistic expectations now.
Yeah, before we get any more unrealistic, n64josh.com, jump into the Discord. You know what? I just had somebody purchase my book and tell me they started crying while they were reading it. So
I told you that in confidence.
That wasn't you. I know you can't read. So
I got the OG. I got the OG band artwork.
The band artwork. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, I do not own it yet. I need to buy it or I will be kicked off the show.
No, you're fine. You're fine. But n64josh.com/audible if you want to get it for free on Audible. All right. It's free on Audible. Or you can go to n64josh.com/anothercastle. This is it. The book is about content creation. If you are thinking about content creation and the kind of the mindset that goes into it so that you don't lose it, check out the book. Enjoy the journey. That's kind of the main theme of the book. So
I definitely need to read that book then.
Yes.
I'm on the brink. I'm on the brink of losing it.
on the brink of disaster. So bring it back. Bring it back. So we that's it. That's housekeeping. The Discord, we've been getting some good conversations in there. It's been cool seeing new faces show up. So if you guys want to be in the hypest place around for talking about the direct tomorrow, n64josh.com/discord. Now tonight,
I'm gonna take credit for this direct because Josh and I were playing Smash last night, and stalling at the end of the night conversation as we're both trying to get off. I'm like, when are we getting this September direct? And Josh's response is, we aren't getting it. We log off, we get off the phone call with each other, and then this morning, like 8 a.m. this morning, direct announced. And I messaged Josh later on today, and I was like, I feel like I'm responsible for this direct because I asked about it.
Yes.
The next day we get it.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, great.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby. I'm excited. I feel like we are kind of in the dark a little bit. Like, we know Advance Wars is coming out, right? We know Pokemon is coming out. And I don't know that we'll hear
rumored
much
Game Boy
about Pokemon.
Rumored Game Boy stuff.
Rumored Game Boy
Metroid.
stuff.
I hope they don't wait. I hope they
don't
waste.
Metroid Dread. We're not talking about Metroid Prime. We're talking about Metroid Dread.
I know, but I hope they don't waste part of this 40 minutes with a like. It's their MO that they're going to do a 10-minute deep dive into this game that's coming out in a week and a half. They've already shown too much. I've like not looked at it, the stuff that they've shown, because from what I've understood from different outlets reporting on it, is they're showing too many abilities, too much of the like within the story. Not that I'm super engrossed in like the saga because I'm so disjointed in what I've played of Metroid, But the fact that I do love Metroidvanias, I want to discover as much as I can about this game organically and not have. I hate it when you watch a movie trailer and then you go back after the movie and either it's all fake stuff that they shot just for a trailer, and or you realize how much they like threw in the trailer to ruin it for you if you knew what you were looking at. It's like I don't want to see it. I don't want to know. I just want to. That's part of the discovery, especially on that genre, that I want to discover on my own. So I've kind of not been paying attention. So I could do without a deep dive or whatever they want to show for 5 to 7 minutes of Metroid Dread if they do that.
If they're going to show Dread, they need to show some of the hypest stuff in the game, period. Like, I'm not talking spoiler stuff, but like once I started seeing more of like the like sliding under the boss and smacking its face and like, you know, give us a quick sizzle of some of the stuff that's like, yo, I need to play this, right? Like that's what needs to happen. We're not who they're marketing to. They said Metroid, we said here's money.
And we threw $100 at them in June.
100? What are you talking about? Like,
well, 80, and then how much were the amiibo?
Well, amiibo were like 35.
Poor Europe. Poor Europe is not. Did you see that today?
They got delayed until
Europe's
November.
Not getting the amiibo because of shipping delays.
Oh, I feel bad for them.
Hey,
so bad.
No, don't feel bad about Europe. They get all the cool crap. They get all the cool crap. They have so many cool special editions and steel books. They can take this L.
That's true.
So there is a little part of me that thinks that they're not going to show Metroid because they've been releasing a lot of trailers the past few weeks. Like I feel like they've been releasing a trailer once a week for the past 3 or 4 weeks.
But you've got to. I mean, I don't know.
But all eyes are on Nintendo tomorrow, and this is their chance to do the final sell.
And it's 40 minutes, so there's a lot of time in there. I think we'll see. We'll have a heavy hitter to open, and then what I call the editing time for 15 to 20 minutes for games that I don't really care, and I'm just editing my reaction to the opening, and then the ending will be hype.
Okay, I am going to like. John kind of set the bar today on Twitter when he was like, here's
that's definitely happening.
Here's everything. Switch Pro, Metroid Prime. Like he went down the list of like, yo.
I think he left off Xenoblade Chronicles 3 on there. I don't think he had that on his list. That was trending today on Twitter, wasn't it?
I don't really care about that game, so I don't really want it.
But by the
power okay, all right. I could replace, what did I say? Ocarina of Time remake.
That's just part of the Zelda drop.
I honestly think the Zelda drop is happening. I don't see why they wouldn't. Like the Ocarina of Time, not Ocarina of Time.
But we're getting a Game & Watch, John. Aren't you happy with what you have?
But they ported every single Wii U game besides Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. It'll be perfect to port it on the anniversary,
35th anniversary, as its time is dwindling. I mean, and this was the time of year last year, right? That we got 3D All-Stars announced.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I think it was out by now. Yeah, it was already out.
Yeah, I think it was announced.
Oh, it was August last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was August last year.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: we're just gonna have fun tonight. Like we're gonna go off the rails, and hopefully one of us hits some bullseye. Right?
Eyes closed. We're just throwing darts.
We're just gonna clip that part and be like, "We told you so."
Yeah,
we told you so.
I knew.
Mario Kart 9 is out now.
Here's the thing: there's no room in Nintendo's in the holiday lineup right now for more games. You've got Dread, you've got
October.
Advanced
Mario
Wars,
you've
got Mario Party, you've got Pokemon. Like, where are they going to put another?
Pokemon's bookending the end of the year and the beginning of the year because we got the Crystal or Diamond and Pearl is that November? Or December.
The
Diamond and Pearl is November. So it's Dread early October, then it's Mario Party late October. Then it's Pokemon, which I think is probably what they're saying is their holiday title. I doubt they're going to put anything up against Pokemon. And then you have Advance Wars in December.
Yeah,
it's pretty stacked. It's pretty stacked right now.
Zelda at the end of November, maybe. I mean, those are
okay. So
that November could be the month of old games.
But we're going off the rails, all right. We got to go off the rails.
We are.
Something's
realistic.
Something's shadow dropping tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah.
Silk Song. I already said it. Silk Song.
Silk Song is shadow dropping tomorrow. So Wind Waker Twilight Princess remake out now.
That could possibly shadow drop. That one is the one that I think could shadow drop realistically.
It can't be anything with a physical copy because that stuff leaks and we would know about it.
There'd be an ESRB.
You're ruining the fun, Crawler.
Yeah. we gotta stop with the. We can't be realistic. We're trying to be unrealistic here.
Mario Kart Tour comes to Switch.
Coming to Switch. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go off the rails.
What about DLC? What about DLC?
Oh, Animal Crossing.
So, Animal Crossing, but
Getting
possibly
a cruise ship.
A cruise ship.
Captain's coming back. Captain's
coming back. He's got a cruise ship. We're playing mini games together on there. Shuffleboard. It's got arcade. Like, this is what my wife.
You really thought about this, and this is amazing.
Because I'm like, how?
Because this was missing in June.
Yeah, I'm like,
Josh has been thinking about this for a while.
How do they bring back everybody that's been missing in Animal Crossing? Oh, they do.
I would come back for that. I would come back for that for sure.
It's a floating city, more or less, because it's a massive cruise ship.
Brewster can have a coffee shop on there.
Yeah,
Brewster, Gracie. You can get
Tortimer's just been chilling on the ship the whole time,
and Captain's
he's on retirement.
Piloting he's driving the ship.
Get the comedy store can open back up. Like, bring it. DJ KK can start. Like, we can have some nightlife. Like, let's go. So there you go. Animal Crossing DLC.
That's good. That one's good. And I want to say that that's not that unrealistic. They keep saying that there's going to be Animal Crossing DLC. We don't know anything about it. They kind of half
promised it, didn't they? When
but we don't know what it is
about it.
But if it's a cruise ship, I think Josh works for Nintendo.
If it is, I would lose my mind. The thing is, I was like eating dinner with my wife tonight, talking about this, and
that must be nice.
Is this because you only made a peanut butter jelly sandwich for yours? Is that what you're saying?
No. That's not what I meant. I meant
she doesn't listen to this anyway, right?
She's invested in
talking
about video games.
Significant other play video games is what you're saying.
I get the glazed over eyes. Go ahead. Sorry.
I got it. Okay. Fair. I mean, that's fair. It's fair. But her and I are both in agreement that we want to spend no less than $40 on Animal Crossing DLC because it's
no less than
because of the amount of content, not because of its Animal Crossing and Nintendo's brand. What I'm saying is, if they bring a cruise ship, I want it to be almost like a second game, right? Where there's enough stuff to do on there. Like, maybe the ship can be upgraded with different things. Like, give us a reason to jump into that game and earn money and spend it.
So pump the brakes there. Pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
$40 is a lot for DLC.
There's no physical part of this as DLC. So subtract the invisible known Nintendo tax. It's first party published by them.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Realistically, I am not an Animal Crossing super fan. I'm not. I bought it because it was the in thing for
we were locked down.
For lockdown. I'm on Nintendo podcasts. I'm talking about pertinent stuff to that. I mean, this was my first, short of when I bought a 3DS late to the party. I bought New Leaf. I haven't owned another one, so like that's my only interaction with Animal Crossing. I don't see someone like myself, this is what the second best-selling game on Switch right now. 32 million copies sold, or whatever it is. 32 million times 20 is a lot of millions.
And times 40,
but
it's double that.
So, me personally,
you're never gonna get 100% conversion.
Sell,
you're never gonna get 100%.
And especially at $20 less than the full price of the game, I'm not buying that.
It would sell 10 million. I would assume.
But $20, they'd get my $20 probably.
I just want it to be enough. The price is not really all of that. The reason I said is not all that relevant. The reason I said $40 is because I want it to have the amount. Like, I don't want to pay $20 like I did with Zelda
Breath
and then
Wild
have
DLC.
it last like 2 minutes.
You got a motorcycle though, man. That
Breath of the Wild DLC was awesome. What are you talking about?
It was really cool. I mean, did you complete it?
Yeah, I did it. I did it.
I did. I completed it. But what I'm saying is they will give us very little for $20. So based on their track record, I'm saying.
Are you talking about Age of Calamity stuff? Or are you talking about Breath of the Wild? Breath of the Wild
DLC.
I disagree.
Like,
I disagree. That was worth $20.
The first DLC was like, you get the Master Quest or whatever.
Yes, but that was the first one. The second one was the 4 extra dungeons or whatever they gave you. Now I don't even remember.
There's not a single dungeon in that game.
A shrine.
You get the memories. You got the memories of the champions.
Yeah. And then the final one was the mummy dude. Or
we
whatever.
got the trial of the sword. That was something.
Again, my point is, I want there to be enough.
So that's a realistic shadow drop tomorrow. I see that could be a realistic shadow drop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, remember Mario Kart 8 and they gave us like 24 extra tracks for $12 or something back on the Wii U? Like, that was awesome.
Wasn't it just 8? Wasn't it 8 total tracks?
Was it 8?
I love Mario.
I paid $12
it was. I think it was 2 Grand Prix.
It was 4 cups.
Was it 4 more?
Yes, we got 16 new tracks.
Playing that game again this week. That game, if your score is over 10K in that game is not fun anymore. Like, it really isn't. It's the same Waluigi Wiggler Tiny Wheels meta. That's just
so the MPDs just came out like last week, and it's still in the top 10. So
it's in the top 10 every week.
Release DLC for
DLC. Yes, preach, John. Preach.
Go.
Yeah. So I'll take 4 cups again. I'll take 4 cups. 16 new tracks.
Yes.
We've been playing the same tracks for 8, 9. How many years? 8 years now.
Something like that.
I don't remember how long. Yeah, since the Wii U days. And then give me, I don't know, 5 new characters.
Tracks that are actually built for 200cc. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
Dragon
new character, more characters, more fix the hidden. I don't know if it's worth it to them right now. They're probably working on behind the scenes stuff for 9 when it comes to the hidden stats and all the crap with the carts, because I hate this meta.
I don't think they care though.
I don't think they do either. But
you're in the minority of people that care about the meta. Most people that play this game are casual players, and they just
they're sub 10,000. Like the hardest part of online part of that game is getting your PR above 10K, because after you hit 10K, the points gained resets back down like you're 0. You get minuscule points up to 10,000 points, and then after that you start getting 24 points for winning again. It's very weird system.
Yeah.
And the people that max out the 999,999 are absolutely bonkers, and they just race the meta too.
I mean, the game's been out for 8 years.
Yes.
There's Mercedes in this game.
Yeah.
Give me Porsche DLC.
Give me a weird crossover.
Lamborghini.
Don't hold your breath. They didn't do Callaway again for golf. Like
do a crossover
golf
with cruising.
Golf DLC.
Oh
tomorrow.
yes, that has to be guaranteed. It's been what, 4 months?
Yeah,
3 months. Three
well,
months.
They gave us the one course.
They gave us New Donk City. Battle golf needs to be tweaked. From what I haven't even really played it because John's played a little bit of it, but like what I've heard is you play it once, you learn how to game the system, and then you just do that. Like that's it.
You're talking about paid DLC, aren't you, Josh?
The game says in-app purchases,
and we haven't seen that yet. But they also said they were. But they also said they were going to support it free. I mean, if New Donk City is it, that's a weak support it. Like especially compared, and I guess we got Toadette, but like that's weak compared to what they did. It's been
pretty rough. It's been pretty rough. It's been 3 months. They released one course, and people already think that game isn't complete.
It doesn't feel like Mario. It doesn't feel like they need to lean into the Mushroom Kingdomness of it all and give us like in World Tour. First off, they need to update the asynchronous golf tournaments so we can actually start hosting that on the Discord. But there's a course on World Tour that's like a Donkey Kong course that has barrels somewhere that if you hit it right and you have enough power, you end up on the green on a par 5. So you get a chance for that albatross. Like there's nothing that's so outlandish in this Mario Golf game that makes you think Mario Golf. Besides the course, besides the supers. Yeah.
There's a course always been. There's a course in the game that they don't let you play with other people. The ice course.
Yeah, where's that? Because we played the fire version of that last week. Yeah. And yeah, we need the ice version. Like that's and better navigation inside the adventure mode. Josh hasn't even finished that yet.
Is that mine? Sounds fun.
You don't know what I've done, or
I do know what you've done because when you host it, you don't have 2 full courses unlocked.
Single player DLC for Mario Golf.
No, please,
no. They need to fix some of the systems. They need to fix fast travel and that. Because I would go grind my Mii a little bit.
They're not going to do it. They're not going to do that.
They fixed some of the
that
stuff
game
in
is
golf
that game is done for them.
In tennis that wasn't fun. They added some more mini games and stuff.
Yeah, that game is like they'll release a couple characters, but it's done for them.
I hope.
I wonder what the numbers are on it. Like it could have sold like a Mario Party or something and just been crazy, you know. Especially the time that it released. I don't think there was a ton of stuff happening, right? So we'll just have to see. But yeah, I would love it if Mario Golf was something like you said, the tournaments, like where we can announce a tournament every week. Like, yo, jump in, let's all play. Like I would jump in at least play it once a week to do the tournament. We used to do that on the.
Especially when this game was announced, it got a boost. Like I bought World Tour because this game was announced, and I've enjoyed World Tour more than I enjoy Super Rush.
Yeah,
but I mean, they need to. The ranked thing is crap because it's only three holes, and so it's just a matter of like score
and
well.
Is it only par 3 also.
No, I think it's a par 4. It depends, but it's only 3 holes, and it's just
it has special shots.
So it's like you just if you stall out
playing chicken.
You're playing chicken, just waiting on who shoots, and then you screw them all up. And yeah, it needs a tweak.
Well, hopefully they give it some love. I mean, it's possible. So, okay,
how much would you pay on DLC for that one?
I mean, I paid full price for the season pass on World Tour. So whatever that was back in the day, $20.
10 to $20 probably, I would think, but it would probably be more like 20 on that.
I think there was a deal if you bought both of them, like it bought the pass, you saved like $5. Otherwise they were $10 each or something. I think that's how that worked. It's been a while.
And you got like double the courses, I think, didn't you? Didn't it double the amount of courses?
They added a handful of, so yeah.
And bring challenges that were in World Tour. Like bring stuff that makes people want to play the game.
Give us more stuff to unlock. Give us the that was one of the things that was so fun about World Tour was like the Nintendo themed outfits that I was wearing with like
the
Nintendo
Super NES or
and
yeah.
and, Callaway, all that stuff. So yeah, so that's a game. If DLC's hitting tomorrow, I really think it's going to be we can see Animal Crossing and some Mario Golf stuff for sure, because it also puts Mario Golf on people's minds before the holidays to be like, oh yeah, I remember little Timmy wanted to play this one. You know what I mean? So
we're coming up on an anniversary, right? October of 2017 was Odyssey. Is that correct? Am I remembering my dates correct?
Yeah. No, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, 4 years is a pretty good development timeline. I don't think it would be something that comes out soon, but I think it could potentially be something that's in the works. We've known about Metroid Prime 4 for how long now, and we haven't even seen anything like that. So I would think.
Well, there's that Donkey Kong game that apparently the Odyssey team was working on.
Oh, really?
Apparently. I don't know. Those are the rumor back at E3.
As long as it's not like Donkey Kong 64.
Hey, show that game some love.
DK Rap is the best thing to come out of that game. That's
Speaking of 64, you think we're getting 64 games tomorrow?
Maybe 64 Classic, but that's it.
We're not getting. There's no way we're getting 64 Classic. That is so done. They're so done with that. How long has it been since the SNES? 4 years.
This is supposed to be the fun show, John.
Okay. Sorry, I'm sorry. I ruined it that time.
We're getting the Game Boy Advance Classic and the 64 Classic, and they can link together.
Wasn't there a patent for controller connectivity or something like that? Yeah. Controller.
There you go.
That's the GameCube. Confirmed. So the GameCube's coming too. Just all of the legacy platforms.
Hey, you know what? Bluetooth has been hidden in this whole thing in the system the whole time. Maybe analog trigger inputs has been hidden in this thing the whole time, and they're finally going to unlock it.
Okay, so I don't want to dig into the salt mines, but apparently that Bluetooth does not work with the mic, only the audio.
Yeah, it's only audio.
And
only audio.
It's delayed, and it's a little bit like
there's latency.
Delayed.
I'm so mad about that because I was telling my wife, we're like, oh, we can do Fortnite again. You can actually set it on TV, put your AirPods in. Nope.
And it limits you down to only 2 controllers, I think, being able to be connected.
Yeah, I think you can only have like your wireless headset and a controller, like and a Joy-Con. 2
Joy-Cons, yeah. So
2 Joy-Con?
A controller.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah. So I don't know. It's so funny. I've seen some of the funniest tweets. Mr. Badbit from the Trophy Room on the Trophy Room podcast. He's just like, he's a Switch. He's a fan of the Switch, but he's just like, I have a feeling at the Direct, all we're going to see is them take back Bluetooth support. Like that's all.
Sorry, you gotta turn it off.
We turned this off.
We're turning it back off again. You guys are you're doing great.
I've only updated my Zelda Joy-Cons. I haven't gone through the process of updating the other 8 Joy-Cons I have sitting over there.
It's too many. So Virtual Console. Per Schneider tweeted and he was like,
I'm Game Boy.
I'm Game Boy. And I was like, yo, I want to see Quarth on the and he was like, yo, deep cut, right? Because we were talking about Quarth the other day, right? So let's get the Game Boy games. Let's do it. Let's get John, you mentioned this game and we've talked about it on this show even before you were on. NES Remix. Give us
why is that not there?
It should be free. The whole thing, and make it like add Mario 35 to
this
it.
Is Nintendo. This is Nintendo.
Wait, no, it's the unrealistic.
Unrealistic.
They need to keep adding value to.
There needs to be value to online. There needs to be value to online. You're right. That would be a Tetris 99 moment, mic drop kind of deal. Because that was such a unique, exclusive thing that is not anywhere else, even though we have Tetris about 4 or 5 different ways now on the Switch, but it's a unique experience that still keeps people they aren't even tweeting about it, but I logged in randomly. If there's a first party game that comes out, log into Tetris 99 the next weekend because there's probably a theme. There was a WarioWare theme this last weekend. I don't even think they tweeted about it because I don't know if I saw it.
No, they did. It was the Maximus Cup. They always do the Maximus stuff.
So, I mean, but it's kind of the low fan. There needs to be. Where's our themes? Where's like the UI update has been?
Oh, that's a good one. Themes.
It was
slow it down. Don't stop. Just stop. Like the eShop's already slow enough.
The eShop is very slow, but the UI is still pretty snappy. I mean,
I don't mind the UI of the Switch. I kind of think I like it just clean and. Like,
let's at least take a screenshot and put it in the background or something. I don't know.
You've got
that's free money though.
It looked muddy. It looked muddy.
I mean, PlayStation doesn't like money either because they used to have themes on PS4 and they don't on PS5 that they were selling for money. And Nintendo had themes on 3DS.
I bought themes on 3DS.
Yeah, I bought a lot of themes on 3DS.
So they don't like money. I mean,
they don't like money. But they love money. It doesn't make the decisions they make baffle me. I don't understand.
I love it because we get to talk about it. We get to go, wait, what? But yet, I mean, they're absolutely crushing sales. I mean, Mario Kart 8 still in the top 10 every week, right? Like, what? How is this possible?
Who's still buying that game?
Josh has actually finally slowed down on buying that game.
Is it all bundles? Like,
no,
they don't bundle it unless it's only the Black Friday bundle that comes out with that game, and I don't even know if that counts towards NPD.
When are we going to see player choice games to where they drop the price?
When they stop selling games.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But that
could come in. I mean, it's been 4 years, so the player selects might come.
I've talked about this before where. Announce Mario Kart Ultimate or Mario Kart 9 or Mario Kart free to play, and then say regular Mario Kart is now $40, part of the player's choice with Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, and ARMS. Right? They're all now
ARMS 2 getting announced tomorrow.
1-2 Switch coming to player's choice.
3-4 Switch. 3-4 Switch. I'm telling you, 2017 Part 2 next year.
Let's do yes. That's the thing with this direct is they said 40 minutes of the games for the holiday for most
that are mostly coming out,
right? Because last time they were like, "Oh, we're only talking about holiday games," and then boom, Splatoon 3, and we're like, "Wait a minute, wait a minute."
2020 is that 2023 or 2022?
I think it's 2023.
What Splatoon? It's 2022. It comes out next year.
Is it?
Yeah. So I mean,
that's
maybe
what you think.
No, I think they gave a date. But honestly, any date announced in 2021 is not really a date.
I mean, it's Splatoon. What they copy and paste? It can't be that hard.
Wow.
I'm wearing a Splatoon hat for audio listeners. So
okay, it says 2022, but I don't believe it. I'm not believing it.
I'm telling you, Breath of the Wild 2 in March. Mario Kart 9 in April, ARMS 2 in
Mario Kart 9
June.
in April. That's the
it's 2022 Part 2 or it's 2017 Part 2.
So 3-4 Switch is coming out too.
3-4 Switch is coming in March.
No, that's Pokemon. It takes the place of 1-2 Switch. The new Pokemon.
Pokemon's coming out in January.
Right, so there you go. That
didn't even exist in 2017. We're talking about 2017.
Okay, fine. You can have some Bomberman 2. We're going to bring Bomberman back.
Yeah. And we have Mario and Rabbids 2 coming out.
You're not far off, Josh, because we are supposed to get that Bomberman. Or no, we already got that, didn't we? We got the one that was exclusive to Stadia. That came out, didn't it?
The Battle Royale.
The Battle Royale one, yeah.
Don't
I think
leave a bad review.
Okay.
No matter what happens, it's going down anyway, bro.
I know. I'm wearing an Xbox shirt. Game over. Game over.
At least we're not distracted this week.
And your chair is blue, so you're just PlayStation and Xbox all over the place. Where's your red? Come on.
I got Mario.
I see a Mario hand in the back.
Okay. There's a hat.
There you go.
Hat.
Where's your glasses and mustache?
They're right here.
It's sitting around somewhere. I think you have to do the rest of the podcast in that.
Oh gosh, it hurt with the headphones. It's not fun. So, I mean, okay, we've covered DLC. We got Zelda games dropping for sure.
For sure.
Hollow Knight sequel, right? For sure. Like these are happening.
Yeah, these are guaranteed. Set in stone.
Hey, you know what? Silk Song was playable 3 years ago? Was that E3 2019?
Yeah.
Was that the one you were at? It was playable on the floor.
Yeah, it was playable. It was there. I didn't get a chance to play it. I played. I opted in to play Skyrim or Elder Scrolls Blades instead. So that lasted
good choice.
A few seconds.
You got to play Marvel Ultimate Alliance there too.
Yeah, shout out to Ashley. She's probably not listening, but she was awesome when I did. She let me interview her about that game. It was sweet. So, I think. What was the name of the game? John said Elden Ring's coming to Switch exclusive, and then
40 minutes of Elden Ring game.
That was memes you were seeing on Twitter today, right, John?
Yeah.
Right, and what was the
superior console?
Yeah, the superior console.
What was the game coming out for Xbox that everybody was so excited about? It was. I said it when we were joking that it was going to be. It was like a platinum game.
Oh, Scalebound.
Scalebound. It's getting re-announced.
Hey, they want to make they want to make that. I know they do.
Star Fox Zero port.
Xbox has got to release them out of their contract.
Okay, let's talk about Star Fox because yes, please give us an actual Star Fox game that's.
Where's
good.
that Star Fox? Wait, that racing game was what the snuff the leakers out.
That was a yeah.
That was go to jail.
But Star Fox Grand Prix, people got excited for it.
Maybe they decided to make that game because they saw how much hype there was. People got excited for that, like
me, dude. That was so
F-Zero. That's what
it is. It is kind of F-Zero.
F and F-Zero stand.
But it was supposed to be a Metroid / Star Fox racer. Like that game sounds cool.
It sounds like the game you make up in the playground when you're like
when you talk about your uncle who works at Nintendo.
Yeah, and there's a gun in Zelda. Like no, I don't know. But Star Fox.
There's a motorcycle in Zelda now.
That's true. It's true. Shout out to Excite Bike. Maybe we'll see an Excite Bike or a Punch Out tomorrow.
Punch Out, that would be cool to see. It's been a long time. What has Next Level been doing? They had Luigi's Mansion, but like what are they doing now?
I mean,
Luigi's Mansion DLC tomorrow.
Punch Out, give us a chance to put a hole in our TV with motion control.
Mario Strikers.
The sports games need to more of the sluggers and strikers somewhere. I mean,
at this point,
what about Wii Sports Ported, like Switch Sports?
Switch Sports Resort.
Yes,
but they go full Nintendo on it, and they were like, "We're giving you a tennis racket for baseball." And they're like, you can throw this bowling ball full of feathers. They would just totally go all in on the Switch.
Well, Wii Sports is their best-selling game ever.
Because that's a caveat.
That's a pack-in title.
That's a big caveat.
Add that to Switch Online.
But if you really want to get more people to buy your system and get like those casuals that are still playing the Wii for some reason, just bring in
They're playing Just Dance. It comes out new every year.
Isn't it the last year it's coming out on Wii? Like, didn't Ubisoft say that?
So. It's still coming out on PS2.
The bowling is so crap on Clubhouse. Like, I used to do trick shots, like behind my back, under my leg, all that crazy stuff.
You were younger then.
Yeah, I'd probably throw out my back now if I did that. But I tried to bowl like pretty forcefully in Clubhouse, and it's like slow down. You need to control yourself a little bit. It's pretty much the message that popped up on screen. Like, you can't just fling it in there.
Take a break.
Take a break.
I mean, I want the classic controls of Wii Sports if we're going to come out.
My Joy-Con through my
golf was the worst thing on that. I mean, but
I'd play those games again. They brought them to the Wii U.
But tennis, home run derby, and bowling were bangers.
I agree.
they had the Wii Sports Club where you could buy, you could like rent them or something, or you could buy them outright. Just bring
and the
that
physical
to the
version of
Wii
that
U.
is not cheap. The physical copy of the Wii Sports.
I'm just trying to write them a check, let me give you money.
Yep, I hear you. But we also in that same breath, how many of us are kind of like, yo, we need something new? It's been like 2 years of remasters.
Let's go back to Star Fox a little bit. Like, would you want to see? We got a small taste, and it wasn't by the Star Fox team. It was licensed with what was it called?
Starlink.
Starlink, yeah.
But like, would you want to see? Does Star Fox need to be on rails? I guess is my question. Do you want a free flow, open world, fly in and out of the atmosphere? Or do you like choose your path? I think that's one of the coolest things about Star Fox 64 is mission accomplished and mission complete, and what that means for how you diverge and the different ways you play. The shortcomings of Star Fox 64, which I have it on 3DS. I probably should put it in and see if they made it better be able to save. You had to sit down and do Star Fox on the 64 in one go, and there's different ways. Like the submarine is locked behind the mission accomplished path that you take in the first level, and the boss fight is different, and you go through the waterfall and all that kind of stuff. There's 8 different paths to get to Andros, I think, in 64. So it's like if they come up with better ways and understand, like, I'm okay with the on rails. I think that leads to replayability, because if you miss something, you want to go back and do it. That's why you replay Donkey Kong minecart levels. Is you screw up, you know where you have to jump the next time. So if you miss an upgrade or something like that, you know where you have to go back to. I'm not opposed to that. I think that kind of game, I don't know if that can demand the $60 price tag in this day and age, but there's also the debate on if a 10-hour Metroid game can demand that, and we're still paying that, or a how old is Advance Wars? Like a X number year old port of a Game Boy Advance game coming to Switch demands that kind of price tag. Nintendo does whatever they want, and we still pay it. So would you want it on rails, or would you want it open world? I guess is my question.
I don't want just flying. I want them to do, like, Star Fox has some pretty cool lore. I mean, we see in Smash both Fox, Falco, and Wolf with pistol, with like
their blasters,
pistols, like their blasters. Like,
well, there was that Star Fox Assault game that nobody liked.
Well, and then even was it hidden codes, or I don't know what the inputs were for multiplayer on 64 to have like ground assault bazooka
run around as a little hologram
with a bazooka.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like give it to a team that could do like a cool third person shooter with some on rail levels, with some Starlink was cool, but I did not like flying on the like hovering above the ground, and like the way it just didn't feel like you were flying a R-wing. You know what I mean? Like when you were in space, everything was great, but then down on the ground, just switch it up. Like turn it into that walker that they did in Zero, or turn it into the tank, or something that just makes it feel a little more Star Fox. And so I don't think we have to be trapped into just like, is it a rail shooter like Super Nintendo or 64? Like I think they could do, like, there's teams out there that could do something amazing with it,
give Wolf his own game. Like he had a squad. Like we could, I mean, flip the script, and Wolf has become a popular enough character in Smash. Give that Smash character his own game.
Play both ways. Play through Fox's stuff trying to get to Wolf, and play through Wolf trying to get to Fox, and then
duality in the one game. That would be cool.
Yeah, there's definitely some things they could do. So
because didn't we kind of get that with the Star Wars Squadron stuff, right?
Yeah, Rogue Squadron 3 or 4 or whatever it was. It wasn't. It didn't. I mean, it was okay, but it needed polish on the ground. The flying was still super stellar, but it needed polish on the ground. So, I want to see more teams outside of Nintendo working on stuff. Hyrule Warriors was great. DLC,
lackluster,
kind of a little bit of lacking there. I didn't even want to pull the trigger on that, but Rabbids, fantastic, right? Like, give Star Fox to somebody like they did with Ubi, but give it to another. Like, even the Starlink team, give it to them, but let them focus.
Don't shoehorn it in.
Switch. Exactly.
Yeah.
Make a game specifically for the Switch,
because Starlink sold gangbusters better on Switch than it did anywhere else.
Yeah,
and it's because I have a physical R-Wing sitting over here on my shelf.
And they nailed the flying in space. Was like, this is super fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is great. Now do the tanks on the ground and then have Fox get out and do some exploring underground.
That game honestly probably would have sold better if it was just a Star Fox game. I know it's on other platforms, but like, you probably
I didn't finish it. Like, it was really fun off the bat, and then it got pretty repetitive because it was assault a base and get the core and
find all the good, all the loot.
It was an Ubisoft game.
It was a Ubisoft game. Yeah, it was a Ubisoft game. Did you have to get out and climb towers because?
You had to go into hover mode or whatever, the skim mode, and attack bases and do stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I would love to see another. I was racking my brain trying to think what actual new entry in games that we got this year, and there's not too many. There's Metroid Dread
and Golf.
Golf. Skyward Sword's a remaster or a remake. I don't know.
If you want to count Rush, then you can. Cruising, not Rush.
Oh yeah, Cruising Blast. That's actually a pretty fun game. It's a pretty fun game. Yeah. But the Mario Party's even a collection of old games,
and it's a fix kind of what they messed up on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pokemon is a remake. Advance Wars is a remake.
Right. There's a lot. We had 3D World at the beginning of the year.
We talked about it. We talked about it a little bit. Monolith Soft has been quiet for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is rumored. I'm not holding my breath for X, just because the devs on that team have just stated how impossible that code is probably to get over onto a different platform. But I mean, they hired up a year and a half, 2 years ago. I mean, quite a bit. And they I think that team also helps with Breath of the Wild. I think they're credited with landscapes in Breath of the Wild. So I mean, they've been hard at work, but we haven't heard anything for a while from them. I'm sure it was it a port house, or was it them involved in Xenoblade Chronicles 1? I forget.
I'm not sure who did that one.
But even if it wasn't a port house, that was most likely a smaller team, and they still had somebody working on like the bulk of the studio. And they've been staffing up, and they are a sizable studio, so it's not out of the realm of possibilities. I don't think it would be anything that would be ready to come out, but at least a tease of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, I think is in the realm of possibility.
Wait a minute. Whoa. I just found an article. Again, it's just the internet, right? Inverse. I'm not even sure.
You can put anything up there.
Yeah. But like, this is like everything we know about Xenoblade Chronicles 3. More Xenoblade is coming your way. I mean, they're making it sound like this thing's ready to rock. And it's still allegedly... Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is still allegedly set to be announced at some point during the current fiscal year, which ends in March 2022. So, again, a grain of salt, of course, right? Like, I don't even know what this website is, but like, it's interesting. It's interesting. And I mean, what does 3 look like? Do we get to see more of Rex and Mithra and Pyra and, like
they're in Elysium.
Now that people know who they are for being in Smash Bros.
Sorry. Is it going to be like all new? I mean, because
one to 2, I guess you and I both haven't played a lot of 1. We both haven't finished it. The people that I know that had played 1 said there was some callbacks in 2 that references it. But it seems to be that each kind of iteration stands on its own. So I would think we would see new stuff unless they found a way to tie stuff in. I think the one connecting part that they wanted to tell more story of was the Torna expansion, which they did. That was a sizable DLC. If we can get something like that, because was that 20 standalone, I think, and then more expensive if you bought the cart.
It was 40, like Animal Crossing DLC is going to be. See, when it costs money, we get lots of goodies. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. So,
do we see more from? We were talking about this earlier on the Bendu podcast earlier today, Josh. Do we see more from Star Wars Hunters? That's now not coming out this year, and it's delayed into next year.
That's probably all we saw, that trailer or whatever.
Which we still don't know what gameplay looks like in that game.
Maybe that's why it's delayed.
Yeah.
And for real, maybe it's just not there yet. It needs more time. So, but okay, so we've mentioned Odyssey, we've mentioned Xenoblade, we've talked about Game Boy games. I mean, are 64 games on the table?
We talked about this when Game Boy games were rumored. I would hope. I don't know if the library is large enough on OG Game Boy and Game Boy Color that of like stuff. Well, I guess of stuff people want to see. There's a lot of stuff on Nintendo Switch Online that people don't really ask for. But do we get advanced stuff with a possible Game Boy launch on Switch Online?
I hope so.
We get people ready for Metroid Dread.
That would be nice, right? You get a week and a half to play.
Hey, they're only like 5-hour games or 6-hour games. You can do it,
and that would be something. And when the Super Nintendo stuff came out, that was that day or the next day, right?
I don't remember. All I know is they dropped 21 games.
Yeah. But it was either that day or it was later that the next day. I think it was very close.
Well, there'll probably be a out now type deal.
Oh, for sure. It's a 40-minute direct. There's going to be.
Is there going to be a Game Boy controller?
You mean
just a Game Boy? Are you just putting that on it?
You get your Game Boy out and then you just play Switch. Like it just says.
Didn't after all these years, Game Boy has Bluetooth. They just had to flip the switch.
They just haven't turned it on.
I don't even know where my one is. I have one of these that looks like a Game Boy controller, but
oh my gosh, it's been on the Game Boy.
I mean, this is the Game Boy controller, pretty much, right?
Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, I mean, but but let's talk about Game Boy games. Are they going to re-release Link's Awakening on Game Boy? Yes. Are they going to do advanced games? And then are we going to see Minish Cap? And then is there going to be a Minish Cap remake? I hope so. I hope there's a Minish Cap remake. I know we've been talking about not wanting a lot of remakes, but there's some does way Nintendo they did Link's Awakening. I want a Minish Cap done the same way because it was stellar.
How does that work for Capcom? Does what kind of say does Capcom have in?
They just were the developer.
Okay.
Yeah, so they were just the dev. So it's all Nintendo's IP, right? So, because I mean,
did Capcom do both Minish Cap and the seasons of Story of Seasons, Story of Ages?
Yeah, the Oracle games.
Oracle Seasons. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah, they did. So I mean. And that's the other thing. Like there's a library of Zelda titles that could, potentially tie into there's your Zelda
35th
games.
anniversary.
Yeah, there's your Zelda
Plop
games.
them all on there.
You'll be getting 3
we
tomorrow.
got the Pokemon channel. Where's the Mario and Zelda channel? Put those old 80s cartoons and shows on it.
Excuse me, princess.
Put the CDI games on there too while you're at it, right?
Oh no. Let's not do that.
Virtual Boy console.
Virtual. You have to use Labo and give yourself a migraine. Achievement unlocked.
No, that's what the new controller is. It's more Labo.
Yo, Cyrex, we haven't even said Bayonetta 3 because who even remembers Bayonetta? Like, it's Bayonetta out now.
Hey, no more Heroes came and went this year. Like
that, because it got such lackluster reviews. I think it didn't help.
It was quiet for the longest time, and then now it's released, and now nobody's talking about it anymore.
Yep.
That's what's going to happen with Bayonetta 3.
Oh, I hope not.
Hopefully
I like
not.
the Bayonetta series, but that's what I want tomorrow. I want somebody that's not Nintendo using some kind of Nintendo IP, or we just find out they're making a game exclusively for the Switch, right? And I know this has been said before. We've talked about this before, but something that's like that we are like, oh, like this is sweet. This is having Platinum work on Bayonetta and that being exclusive to Nintendo. Awesome. But when are we going to finally see that game?
Let Capcom make whatever game you're doing and make them put it in the RE engine.
Yes.
Because we know it works well on Switch.
There's a rumor of an exclusive Resident Evil title.
I'm all about it.
I mean,
that would be awesome.
I mean, Rise running in that engine has... I mean, if that was a stress test for that engine on the Switch, I think it did a pretty good job.
More cloud games. That's what I need.
You know what?
More
just
cloud games.
Develop RE4 remake for Switch, and then upres it like to the next gen the current gen consoles.
Have a Capcom 5 again, and Resident Evil 4 remake is part of those exclusive games.
There you go. The as we're talking about like Resident Evil stuff, we did get 2 Monster Hunter games that were brand new this year. Mm-hmm. And those are and we put time into the first one anyway. I didn't play anything. I didn't pick up stories.
We're getting Rush this weekend if you do the missions or whatever, which we're gonna have to get the hunting party back together.
Do those end? Do they go away? Because they never did.
I don't think they do. I don't think they do. Oh, so we got to go in and claim. I mean, I don't.
I don't want Akuma. Yeah, I kind of want Akuma. Yeah.
But I mean, even that's a potential game for DLC announcement where they're like, "Yo, paid DLC for Monster Hunter." I mean, I'm fine with that.
Not tomorrow, but next week when we do the Nintendo Powercast, I think we might be hunting monsters. We can do that. We can do that and talk Nintendo.
And talk? No, we cannot. It'll just be like.
It's just button mashing.
Yeah, no, it's too much concentrate. We can play ahead of time and just roll the B-roll.
Okay. All right.
We can laugh at each other. You guys can
get
laugh
knocked on their ass.
Yeah, that's what will happen. So, but okay. Any other final big, like, completely out of this world? If it happens, we're buying each other battle passes for something. What what do you guys think? What's the like no chance this is ever gonna happen? I'll get it started. Mario Kart
9 is not happening
Ultimate.
tomorrow.
Mario Kart Ultimate, like it becomes the smash.
Where's the sad noises?
The smash of Mario Kart. We see, every track that's ever been in Mario Kart, every racer, bring Funky Kong back,
have a double dash mode.
Yeah.
Have the aesthetic so that you can put 2 racers on, but don't let it affect anything as far as I'm concerned. I hate the way the double dash looks.
Let us switch items throughout the game completely.
Yeah. And get that netcode on point and figure out how to have like balance the game so that everybody doesn't look like. Take away cosmetic items if everybody's going to look the same, and just make them regular carts.
Yeah,
or
back to 64.
Or give us like a much better meta for that
do
game.
away with the hidden stats. The fact that you had to go onto a website to see your stats is ridiculous.
I just want to look like a normal Mario Kart. Like, make that the meta kart. Make the cart I want the meta cart, please, Nintendo.
Mario the meta. Everybody's trying to Mario.
Cater to me and
it's
listen
called
to what
Mario
I say.
Kart.
That's my ultimate prediction right there. The Nintendo wins. The year is like, here we go.
I'll give you a realistic and an outlandish. I think we'll probably find out what I would hope we find out what the last DLC fighter is for Smash.
Okay.
And outlandish is we get a new season of fighters, because I don't think it's happening. It would be nice. I think that would be a way to give the man a break. Let him take a year off, and then maybe we'll get some more. Because I think if we want to preserve the legacy of or keep whatever's going, I don't know how many times we've said this, both on Smash Cast and here. This is never going to happen again when it comes to Smash with what we have. So if you want to expand on it or let it breathe more life into the game, it's going to have to be more DLC fighters that come into this game, because I don't know if it'll ever be able to live up to what it is. But
just pack them all in,
keep going.
Then when the next Switch comes out, just call it Smash Ultimate DX, right?
Smash Infinite.
It'll be free
then we
to
can
play
merge the shows.
What do you got, Johnny?
So the OLED isn't real. It's actually the Switch Pro.
They were lying to us the whole time. They just didn't want to sell enough of them.
Yep, it's all smoke and mirrors. The OLED doesn't exist. The Switch Pro is real. We get 4K upresing. We get
8K, taking another level.
Okay, 8K upresing. We get a 1080p OLED screen. We get a terabyte of memory.
How many terabytes?
1 terabyte.
Oh, 1.
Bluetooth with mic audio.
Yeah, Bluetooth. Yeah.
Dual band Bluetooth. You can do
dual blend. Get it.
Overall Bluetooth connectivity. You can use Xbox controllers on your Switch. What else we got? The battery life is like 20 hours in handheld mode.
You can use an Xbox controller on your Switch. You just got to pay $15.
I just want adaptive triggers to work. That's all. You know.
Yeah. It's been hiding in the OS the whole time. They just got to turn it on.
I do think it is very possible that we could, if again, it's the sales that make me so leery of saying anything Mario Kart, but I do think it's possible that they, and they tease Mario Kart 9 coming out before the end of this fiscal year,
or they pull a Smash Bros. Wasn't one of the trailers on Rainbow Road?
It was a trailer on Rainbow Road. You know what it'll be? That we'll hear vroom vroom, and then it'll be like Diddy Kong Racing is back.
I would take like a Nintendo Kart. Like, we already have a Mario Kart. I would take a Nintendo Kart.
I'm down, but like I think they would go full Diddy, and they would just be like, we would be.
Do they even own that IP?
Oh yeah.
Well, they don't. Conker and Banjo can't be in Diddy Kong Racing.
No, but they could just. I mean, they could just.
Yeah,
go.
Who cares about those characters anyway?
Look, Nintendo.
Banjo could.
There's like 8 characters in that game. Of course, they care about Conker and Banjo.
That was Banjo's together, guys. Remember the commercial? Stronger together. Xbox and Nintendo play well. Okay, they play nice.
They do.
Like, yeah, Phil Spencer has a Switch behind him all the time. There's gonna be
maybe we get an exclusive Banjo. We get Banjo 3 exclusive to the Switch.
Let Double Fine make it. They did a good job with Psychonauts.
Well, they're not making Psychonauts 3, so.
The here's the ultimate right here. We'll end with this one, unless you guys come up with something else. But N64 games, including GoldenEye, also comes out on the Xbox Game Pass, and it also comes out on the N64 Classic
with online connectivity.
With online
and online connectivity, and you have Daniel Craig to promote the new movie coming out. Didn't
you know that N64 that you have already has internet capabilities included? They just didn't flip it on.
You just got to crack open the back, and there's a port in there. You know, they were ahead of Dreamcast back in the day.
Yes,
3 years ahead of Dreamcast.
Hey, the NES could go online. So
that meme is never gonna get old to me.
Nope.
It was in there the whole time. They just didn't turn it on
the whole time. Mario Kart 9 is actually buried in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe code.
Mario Kart 8. All right. Guys, thank you for taking the time. Remember, n64josh.com/Discord. Come hang out with us. And we'll be back tomorrow night. Tune in live. It's going to be probably 9 p.m. Pacific, 12 Eastern. It's going to be a late night show. But come hang out live on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. All N64Josh. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody. Maybe the reaction show was hid in this one the entire time.
Yeah, well,
we already recorded it.